What it do, people? What it do, boys? Your boy Kstylz here. We're going on a Monday rendition of your Kicking It with Just Kstylz. As you know, I am your host for this evening. That's when you know it's thing about to get popping. I'm your host this evening. This your boy. I'm just K Styles. And I got your boy over here. You see the claw that he had? That's Mr. Mad Mike Sports, the mad scientist. What it do, people? What it do? I hope y'all like the background I got back there. I want to go ahead and debut it. Oh, he said you smell. He's one-on-one with the great one over there.
One on one with the great one. You smelling it? You smell
I said, I smell what Mad Mike cooking over there.
it. You smell my.
But what's going on, people? How y'all doing this evening? I know we did warn you in the promo it was gonna be some CP time. We had some technical difficulties, so hey, bear with me, but they understand. Like I said, I tell the people that's in the chat right now how y'all doing. I hope y'all like the background I got. If you don't recognize the background, that is the old Atlanta Fulton County Stadium.
Yes, sir.
But there is a reason why I did that. But before I tell you why, let's go ahead and give a couple shout outs that's in the chat right now. We're going to go ahead. We're going to shout out Mr. Motivator, Raymond Elder, Ezekiel King, Joseph Thornton, what is happening? Jerry Bowie, Andrew G, Asia Green, what's going on? Fred Moore, Joseph. I think I said Joseph Thornton. By now I'm gonna say it again anyway. We got Blitz 818, Kerry Calamia, Reginald Banks. And we got Devon Stanford in the building, Black Heart, Juan Carter, Georgia, Texas boy. Hey man. Hey Mike, how you doing this evening? How's everybody doing this evening?
Hey, I'm gravy, baby. Here we go with another signed Justin Houston message. Hey man, I'm not in any hurry to sign anybody. Like I said before earlier, hey man, we need to see what we got in these young guys before we kind of get to those guys. Like I don't doubt they may bring in a veteran pass rusher. That may be something that they need. But like we don't know what an experienced defensive coordinator who's been there and done that, what he can provide for him. So, like, I say give it maybe 1 or 2 games in the season to see what happens. I say 1 or 2 games during the season before we kind of see if we can manufacture some pass rush before we go out and sign a Justin Houston or any pass rusher that's going to be out there. Like, there's still a lot of guys that's out available, but hey man, like I said, we got Tyquan, John Kaminsky, Marlon Davidson, so on and so forth. Like anything at this at this John, or the
exactly. There's a reason, but I want to go ahead and get this story out the way. This little babble I want to do. I want to see everybody the holiday. What type of barbecue did y'all get? Did y'all do something special? I know we didn't do much special. We did the typical. But there's a reason why I have Atlanta Fulton County Stadium as the background. I'm gonna go ahead and tell this story. I went over to my parents' house this weekend, and I found a little memorabilia. And there was a story attached to it. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all right now.
oh gosh, really? You brought that one out?
Yeah. I can't fit that bitch no more because it looked like I try to put that on. That just look terrible. I'm gonna try to put it on later in the show so I can show people how ridiculous I look. But the reason why this right here is kind of special to me. Actually special to my parents too, because when I was a little young tyke, I actually had a Falcons uniform as a Halloween costume. I was a Falcon for Halloween, and when Dion was down here, when they were still showing games down here, my parents told me I used to put this helmet on and run around the house running into stuff. That's probably why my head's so big right now. I probably caught concussions like that. But it's kind of special to me only because, like I said, it just reminded me of the times me and my dad used to watch the games together.
Mm-hmm.
He's still alive, by the way. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying. So I didn't want to get that out the way. Show love to my parents. Say what's up with them. I know they probably watching the show tonight too. But let's go ahead and get into the topics for tonight. I just wanted to get a little something out the way. Yeah, Jew. Jew. That's the old school helmet. That's the
old school.
Hold on. Yeah, I had it. That thing just hit me real quick. I don't know what happened to my mouse. I think baby girl done made me lose my mouse. But we all good. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to the topic again tonight. I want to go ahead and, like I said, y'all make sure y'all subscribe not only just Kstylz channel, but Atlanta Falcon Nation as well. And if you haven't followed Mad Mike Sports, which I know 99.9% of y'all
baby, almost a 6K, 200 from 6K. So help your boy out, man, to get that 200.
So we trying to do the damn. He's trying to get the damn thing going. Hey, we trying to follow the lead. But before we get to the topic, let's go ahead and get a couple comments in before we get to the topic. Hey, yeah, y'all make sure y'all help Mike get the 6K. So everybody's pretty much relaxed. Everybody's good.
Yeah, J-Rock. I want to show everybody my fucked up ass hairline. All right.
J-Rock in the building. J-Rock in the building. We got get this comment in. Okay, Demon Hunter Vic says, I'm at work watching you guys do your thing. I love watching you guys. We appreciate that, man. And like I said, we appreciate everybody. Regardless of what team you represent. Georgia Texas boys said 3 weeks till training camp.
Woo, boy.
Real camp begins.
Boy, it said like the longest 3 weeks ever in the universe. Like, damn, boy.
Exactly. Here what Juan Carter said, let's get Mike at 10K before September.
Hey, man, you damn right about that. You damn right about that, man.
Hey, shit. Hey, we try. Hey. Like I said, we taking it one day at a time. But hey, if you know somebody that ain't subscribed to either one of these channels, you go ahead and you tell them to subscribe.
Oh, I got an announcement. I'm glad you said that. I know a lot of people have really enjoyed the film breakdowns. From here on out, the film breakdowns will no longer be on. They will be exclusively on Atlanta Falcons Nation. So if you guys enjoy the film breakdowns, make sure that you go subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Nation because they will no longer be available on Mad Mike Sports. They will be exclusively Atlanta Falcons film breakdown will be exclusively on Atlanta Falcons Nation. So please subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Nation.
Hey, I got a question when it comes to that.
Yo.
Is Kstylz going to be involved in these film breakdowns too?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, so y'all gonna get my goof ass talking about some football.
Yes, sir.
But we sitting here stalling for time. Let's go and get to the first time.
Hey, man. That's what we do.
We do it all the time. What they call it, the terrible twosome.
The terrible twosome.
Exactly. All right, so I want to go ahead and get to this first topic tonight. Oh God, I spelled it wrong, but don't mind it. It's supposed to say.
Hey man, we get everything. Hey, we ain't perfect. We ain't experts.
They know what that means. It didn't say Easton. We ain't talking about baseball.
We ain't experts. I'm trying to tell y'all, we ain't experts.
Hey, look, we ain't perfect, but y'all know what we talking about. So we pretty much gonna be talking about. So how do you feel? So Mike, I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask everybody here in the chat as well. What is your honest opinion as far as how Terry Fontenot attacked this offseason as first-time head GM?
This is my honest opinion. I like it. I like it. One thing that you have to do, not only if you a general manager, a head coach, you got to come in and establish who you are. You got to make your mark, and oftentimes that comes with getting rid of high-profile players that don't fit the scheme anymore. Whether it would have been Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, Jake Matthews, Matt Ryan. You got to come in and exert yourself and kind of show people who you are, and you're not afraid to do your thing. I thought he did brilliant. I'm gonna be, if I was give him a grade, I say I would personally say A plus. But being that he wasn't the guy that hired Dean Pease, I can't give him the A plus. Like, I have to give that to Rich McKay, because obviously Rich McKay, he's the guy that really running the ship. But when you look at the deals that he made, he allowed the Falcons to trade Julio Jones. I mean, he came up with the deal to trade Julio Jones, and they took on most of the damn cap. Like, motherfucker, you get an A right there just for that. Like, not only did you get rid of Julio, but you got picked for him, and you said, look, you gonna take the money on. You took the money too. So, like, that's an A plus. That right there is an A for me right there in itself. Like, I don't care about what you feel about Kyle Pitts and he's just a tight end. It's like, if you think he's just a tight end, then you don't know football. Because if you saw him play against the University of Georgia, and University of Georgia, they've been known to shut guys down. And when I tell you, like, this dude, Georgia had absolutely no answer for this guy. Look, bro, we threw safeties at him. We switched safeties. We took people out of the game. We put different corners on him, put linebackers. Bro, nothing worked. Nothing worked with this guy. So I'm here to tell you, if you believe that he's just a tight end, then you really don't know your football. But as far as Terry Fontenot, man, I think, especially getting, Richie Grant. I think Richie Grant is going to be a terrific player. And then you got guys like Taquan Graham. I hope I say him, Taquan. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but, Ogun Deji, like, that dude, boy, he got some great hands. So those are two players right there for me, man. I think he did brilliant, to be honest.
Okay. Let's get a couple of these comments before I get my take on it. Georgia Texas boy said, I think Terry Company are doing a good job for what he was given. So, like I said, he definitely on course side with you. We got Triple G. He said, too soon to make a call on GM. His work will show in 5 years. I mean, like I said, that's a respectable comment right there, because, like you said, the first year splash is always the most exciting. But like you said, like we always say about certain players and stuff, you got to see it year after year after year after year. So I kind of agree with Triple G on that one. But we got a $5. Dan the man came in and said, Terry ain't no Smithers.
Yeah, damn right.
Well, I'm actually glad he asked that, because the next topic we're going to have, which is going to come a little bit later, is actually we're going to compare the first year of Fontenot and Smithers.
Wow, and man. You can't give us $5 to say that word. You can't. Oh, man. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Jamal, boy. Hello, Jamal Grant talking about we got another $5. $5. Holla. Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, 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 holla.
Said Terry making HNIC moves. Yeah, if y'all know black folk, we turn lemonade out of shit sometimes. So stuff happens.
Right.
Okay, we got Twisted Torch in the building. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Triple T in the thing. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love. Yeah, make sure y'all show Jew Talk Sports some love in the chat, and also J Rock for life. Macondo King says, I like the best player available approach. Let's say that was good. Let's see. And we're gonna get one more here. Mr. Motivator got Mad Mike with a crying, laughing face. They be laughing at your ass.
It could have been anything I said at that moment. Look, anything I said.
And then we got Ghost Peppers in. He said, I think Fontenot and Arthur have done a pretty masterful job of filling holes for this team. I don't see a real drop-off any position. We lost the free agency. I think we're a more sound team. Okay. All right. But I'm going to give you my take on it. Be honest with you, just for what I just said, I'm going to give him a B. Only because of when we're looking at free agency as well, it wasn't too much that could be done. They did enough, but it gives you room for improvement as the year goes along. Like you said, the fill up them holes they did in defense with the experience was it was masterful. It was masterful. Like I said, they got a bunch of no-name guys that were kind of like, we play here every now and then type of players, or we got some starters from teams that trying to get younger, but you got guys that were productive. And this is one thing that I think as far as free agency that this team has been missing for years. We're getting those free agents that came from productive teams that had leadership qualities, instead of going for the big splashy free agent thinking, okay, he's going to be the next guy to take us over the hump. We have to remember, a lot of times those guys that ain't really the flashiest are usually ones that would change your team. If I need to give an example, if I gave you an example, I give you an example from that Super Bowl team, and nobody will really talk about it. But CJ Goodwin, that's one of those type of free agents that we talking about, the ones that don't stand out, but when they make certain plays that can help your team win games. But that's the stuff that don't show up on the box score. But yeah, I give him a B. And like I said, if it goes on later on in the season, we see this team maturate up, it can move into a B plus. And then we see next year, if this class does well and does even better, then it go up to an A. Carrie Calamia, what's going on, Mom? I see she said my name. But like I said, I want to see what everybody else say on that. Like I said, do you give it an A? Do you give it a B plus, a B, C? Just be honest. Like I said. Georgia Texas boy says nobody's even speaking on Tajay Sharp. Why? Because he's one of those guys that we just talked about. He's one of those guys that don't have that following. Nobody really knows him. Only person that really knows him is Arthur Smith, because he's played in this system. Like I said, he's not a number one. He's not really a number two. But he's a guy that when his number is called, he's going to make plays. And then he can actually help Calvin Ridley implement into the system better. He can help a Kyle Pitts, Russell Gage. Okay, this is what this guy's looking for. This is the type of routes that he like. That this is the cadences he like, and it just makes it even easier for him to translate.
That's what you bring in. That's why you bring in guys like Even Turbo Taylor, he was brought here to kind of, help these guys kind of figure out what Kyle Shanahan was looking for in his offense. It made it a lot easier for guys to kind of, like you said, to figure out the offense. But like, look, this is what he needs right here in this position, in that position. That's the reason why you bring in veteran guys like Chris Chester. They've already played with him, so they know exactly where he's at. So it makes that transition coming in. Coming in. This is his first year as head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. This is a new team, so you need those guys that played with him before, kind of make that easier. But like I said, I don't think there's going to be a massive drop off. For the simple fact you're talking about a guy like Matt Ryan. Like Matt Ryan he's a veteran guy, and when all this fails, Matt Ryan knows how to throw the ball to a spot. Most receivers know how to get open, so most receivers know how to catch. So it's like, as far as that concerned, just this natural skill set. Players are gonna make plays, but when you need these guys to stay in one accord, on one accord, man, it's like that chemistry is, if you're going to win championships, you got to have that chemistry, and that chemistry got to come together a lot faster. So it's like, instead of it, taking half the season, they can kind of shrink it to like 4 to 5 games. Like they can get that chemistry together around 4 or 5 games. This season has the potential to be special. But if they have to get it around, 8 games, 9 games, or whatnot to kind of figure out the offense, man. Like I said, you're gonna see a 9-8, a 9-8 because they got an extra game this year. Yeah, I can see a 9-8 season somewhere in there.
Okay. Way say a big improvement from last season, but just kind of holding an expectation of they can get better, but you feel like they just need that extra step.
Just need that extra step.
Case. Yeah. Like I said, I agree with that. Like I said, 9-8, 10-7, that'd probably be right. Because like I said, this is a young team at that. But like I said, the main thing we look for this year is the change in philosophy offensively. Because former friends offense does not cointel well with anybody on this offense right now. Let's just be honest. But Anthony Jackson said he give it a B plus, maybe an A. Isaac Crimes came here with another one. He said they want smart players, less fumbles, blown coverage, and missed tackles. A solid A. Carrie came in here. She said Terry gets a B. There's always room for improvement. He made money. He made moves with the little money he had in the awful cap situation.
I like that's perfect. That's exactly why I say it's an A minus. I can't give him an A plus because I mean you got rid of Julio Jones. Like Julio is still a legend. No matter how how much you dislike what he did or whatever did or didn't do. He's still a legend. You can't get an A plus when you get rid of Julio Jones. Let's be real. Can't get it. But like I said, I think it's an A minus because you made them pay for it. Like, come on, bro. Like you going out to eat, going out to eat. Like you the one who came up with the idea. You came up with the idea. I was saying, like, no, y'all paying. I ain't paying for nothing. I came up with the idea, but y'all paying. Like, you can't argue with that, bro.
Boy, that's called pimping the game right there, boy. That's what that is. That's pimping the game.
Right. Come on, bro. You made them pay for Julio. You didn't pay for Julio moving on. You made them pay for it, and they gave you some extra picks on top of it. Come on, bro. Like, get out of here, bro.
Right. And Ezekiel King came with this one. He said, I give him an A only because he may do so with what he was given, especially with Jones' move to get us out of cap hell. It was smart moves and free agency. And we got Tony Wright. Hey, we got Tony Wright here. But you know how it be with black folks sometimes. But we got the penny pinch around here. I'm notorious for penny pinching. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. But so,
Right.
but like you said, we still got enough money to where we can sign somebody if we need to, but that's only if we need to. We don't have to use the money.
Right.
I
We
would
got
rather
guys like
let
Means. We still got
right.
Steven Means. Like Steven Means may not be, that 10-sack guy. He might not even be a 5-sack guy, but he gets the job done. That's what we're talking about. You don't need him to be an every down lineman. It's like me personally, I don't think the days of getting these guys that's gonna give you 15 sacks a year. It's like that's not something like even when you look at Chase Young in Washington. Like, yeah, he's getting sacks, but he's a part of a D line that is terrific. So it's like you're not going to see those. Like I said, I don't expect to see defensive linemen like Alex Mack and Aaron Donald every year. So if you can get guys that do their job well, and you have a solid rotation of those guys, Steven Means who can stop the run. Let's just say for a Von Miller who just solely a pass rusher at this point. Not necessarily Von Miller, but that type of skill set where he's just a speed guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can get players who can do one thing particularly well, and you put them guys all together, that right there makes a much more solid team defensive line than rather having that one guy. Because you're not going. But we've been looking for another Johnny Abraham for the last
about 6 years.
6 years. Like, come on, bro. We're still looking for another Abraham. We don't trade it. We don't sign players, and we still don't got another Johnny Abraham. So I'm not looking for no Justin Houston and all them types. But like even you bringing in Justin Houston, ain't no guarantee he's gonna come in and get us 10 sacks again.
But yeah, like I said, I don't believe that we're going to be dealing with a guy that's going to be a 10-sack guy. I mean, you're going to probably have one. It's going to be somebody you don't expect, but I expect a lot of these guys, like you said, sacks by committee. Like you said, you might not have like 3 guys that have 10 plus sacks. You might just have one, but you have everybody else at 5+. That's just as equally. That's actually more dangerous when you think about it because you don't know where the hell it's coming from.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that's really, if you think about it, that's what this Falcon team has been missing really since 1998.
16. They had that in 16. Like, yeah, we had Vic Beasley, but when you look at you had Freeney who had 8 sacks, I believe, and you got I believe Claiborne had like 4 or 5 sacks. Claiborne had like 4 or 5 sacks.
I think Claiborne had 9 because he had 6 that one game against the Cowboys.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. So they like the Falcons, like that was the last time they really had a team. Like you had Hageman who had 4 or 5 sacks himself. Like that team was just. It had like a lot of guys who could just get after the quarterback in different skill sets. Courtney Upshaw is another one. We always talk about Courtney Upshaw. I think he had like 4 or 5 sacks that year too. Yeah, so like had a nice solid group of guys who could just get after the quarterback. Like me personally, like it's okay to find a Chase Young or Von Miller in the draft, but if I can get a solid group of guys who can get after the quarterback, bro, I would take that more so over, one guy. I'm paying that one guy $100 million like Khalil Mack. But that motherfucker still ain't sniffed the playoffs, barely sniffed the damn playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like that's my thing, man. So you got Isaac. I'll take 11 guys with 4 sacks any day. And see, 11 guys with 4 sacks, man, I don't know how to do no math. I'm just assuming that's 44. 44 sacks. 44 sacks. But like that's what we're talking about. As long as you can get after the quarterback, that's what matters most. Because when we talk about, pressure, I think that's what you can scheme for a guy like Grady Jarrett and just take Grady Jarrett away. But when you got Grady Jarrett and you got this guy, and you got that guy getting after the quarterback, man, it makes it a lot more difficult to just, all right, we're just going to run this coverage on you, and we're going to take this guy away. But when you got all these different types of guys with different skill set, you get the blitzing from Fourier, you get it from Dion. Now you got to worry about Fourier and Dion coming blitzing. You got to bring in a blocking running back, because if the tackle misses, you got he's there. You got a running back who's going to have to not go out for passes, and he's going to have to protect the quarterback. So like now you shorten what the offense can do. Now they can't, like the team, especially a team like the Saints, where they like to use their running backs out of the backfield, and you got guys blitzing and whatnot. You gotta leave your running backs in. You take that dimension away from them when you got these guys, different guys who can do different things. You don't know what to do. That's what makes a defense dangerous, because you don't know what they are going to do. That's what made Dean Pea's defense so great, because you don't know what he's going to do and who he's going to send at different times.
All right, we got a couple comments here. He said, I had the crowd say, I'll take 11 guys with 4 sacks any day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you don't know where it's coming from. And like you said, that's just as deadly as having a guy with 13 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's just as deadly. But that shows you the creativity of the defensive coordinator in itself too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
think about this. Think about it like this. What if a guy, like, let's just say for instance, everybody would say, I look at it like this. What if you got a guy like Aaron Donald, and like, let's just give you a number and just take away Aaron Donald. All right. You got a round number. Everybody let's just say 39 sacks. All right, let's say 39 sacks. Most people would look at 39 sacks and say that's great. But when you got one guy that got 20 sacks, is 39 sacks really that great? Like, think about that. Is 39 sacks really that great when you got one guy that got 20 sacks?
Exactly. Because what it and the only reason why we say that too is, look at that Super Bowl the Rams played against the Patriots. What did the Patriots do?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to force everybody else to see if they can get to Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, defense played well, but they didn't. You didn't get no sack production out of anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, Aaron Donald was a one-man wrecking crew. So if they had to double and triple team him, somebody else was wide open to step up, and nobody did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest on that one. Let's see. But I'm glad we're kind of getting into this. Okay, hold on. Let me get a couple more comments before we get to the next section. Next one. Ricardo King said they won't know where the pressure's coming from. Hell, you might not know. You might get AJ Terrell get 3 sacks this year. You don't know.
Right.
Anything is possible. That's what you want. Like what the magnificent
possible.
Yeah, possible. But what did Madness say? Create chaos. That's how you create chaos. Like I said, you don't have one guy you can pin your ears on. You got to watch the whole 11 on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you create the chaos. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. I think this one's going to be kind of an interesting one. And that's why I said that's why we started with the Terry Fontenot thing. And this is what Triple G, I give him credit on, because his comment actually leads to the next topic. Is Terry Fontenot's first season versus Smithers' first season. How those off seasons went. What do y'all think? Because I actually, if I can bring it up right quick, actually have all of the offseason moves that Thomas Dimitrov made his first season, if this will come up, it is very interesting. Um, okay, so we know in the draft, they drafted Matt Ryan, they drafted Sam Baker, Curtis Lofton, Harry Douglas, Thomas Deku, Croy Bierman. So we know those were staples for a little while. But then we also look at the offseason free agency moves.
Mm-hmm.
We got, so we know they released Algie Crumpler, Wayne Gandy, all of them. They signed Ben Hartstock, Michael Turner. They released Ward Dunn. They kept Tyson Claybo. They traded D'Angelo Hall, signed Jason Elam. Let's see what else we got. Keith Zinger, he drafted him.
And they bring in a receiver. They just brought a receiver.
The receiver was talking about receiver that actually played, or just somebody that just
I thought it was somebody, but I could. I'm probably wrong. I was thinking about Ashley Lee. That's what I was thinking.
That was 06.
Okay.
That was 06. Ashley Lee.
Okay. Yeah, I know it was somewhere around that time.
Right. So, and they signed Eric Coleman and stuff. So, when you look at the offseason between Dimitrov and Terry Fontenot, do you feel like with Thomas Dimitrov, his first season, did he hit? Do you think he kind of got cocky behind it and just had inconsistent drafts after that, inconsistent off seasons after that? Is that something that you'll be afraid that Terry Fontenot might go down that same road? So that'd be a question I ask you, and that'd be a question I ask in the chat as well.
I believe so. I have to say yes, because when you look at his first years with Atlanta, you saw that the philosophy was obviously we got to protect the young quarterback, and I don't think that was necessarily just protect the young quarterback. Well, if you like, I'll take that back. You obviously know that a running game is good to protect the quarterback. So if you know that it's the foundation to protect a quarterback, why in the hell did you go away from that philosophy? So if you know that a quarterback's best friend is a running game so he can slow down and really think and everybody else can make the plays, the running back, the offensive lineman, the receiver, the tight ends. If you knew that then, why the hell did you change the philosophy when you started seeing success? And that's one thing that I do believe. He started seeing success, and he started seeing Matt Ryan, doing great. He saw Julio, Roddy, them guys putting up these stupid numbers. He's like, oh, shit. Damn, I did this. I put this team together. It's like, okay, I can bring anybody in and we're going to do it. And I think that's what he did. I truly believe that he started feeling himself a little bit too much. And you start seeing the arrogant moves, the moves, bringing in, like, I'm just going to be honest. That move with Andy Dimitrov was dumb. Because Andy Dimitrov was an injury-prone offensive line. That's the reason why they got rid of him. That's the reason why they traded him. It was an arrogant move. All right? It was not a very good trade. It worked in our favor, but it was a dumb trade. It was a dumb trade to begin with. You knew that you needed an offensive lineman to protect Matt Ryan, but you go out and find the cheapest motherfucker you can find, the most injured person. I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself right there. The most injury-prone offensive lineman in the game, and Andrew Vitre, since he going even in Tennessee, he was injury-prone. That's following him all the way from Tennessee to here. That's what he did. So you never really truly invested into the offensive line and defensive line. And I believe that had to do a lot because of Matt Ryan. He saw that he had a great quarterback in Matt Ryan, and he said, good, I can have some fun. I'm just going to work on making him the greatest of all time. And that's what he did. He didn't work on, he just focused on Matt Ryan, in my opinion. He wasn't focused on the team. He was focused on making Matt Ryan great. And he didn't have to do that. Matt Ryan is already great. I don't know why you got to focus on him. He's already great.
Yeah, I kind of got to agree with you on that. Like I said, that first season, like I said, we have to remember we had to deal with the tragedy that happened with Michael Vick. I call it a tragedy because it didn't have to go down that road. It was just one of those cases where he just got caught up. Like I said, he had the wrong people in his corner. He didn't listen to the folk that was really there for him. So he just became the sacrificial lamb for that situation. So they had to rebuild. They had to rebuild one way or another. But like I said, did y'all regret them passing on Glenn Dorsey now?
No.
I don't think you did. No. Yeah, Glenn Dorsey was out the league in 4 years. So But they had to make that. They had to make that move with Matt Ryan because they needed a quarterback. Y'all wasn't gonna be watching no Falcon football with Joey Harrington and Chris Redman. Let's be honest. No. We just seen enough of that in 07. We didn't need to see that again.
No, sir. I'm good with that one.
If DJ Shockley hadn't got hurt, I'd rather see him. He wasn't bad. He just got hurt.
Yeah, he just got hurt.
That was a shame too. But because if you look at that, like I said, it went down the same formula as building around pieces to help the team. Because like I said, you had a balance of offense and defense. You set your cornerstone. You got your quarterback. You got your left tackle who can't stay healthy worth the damn, but he can play when he plays. You got Curtis Lofton, but the only inefficiency was he couldn't cover worth a damn, but he would hit you. You ended up with Thomas Day Cool. His problem was he could cover sometimes, but he don't want to hit.
Brain for it. He just had him brain for it. That dude was. I'll say he was Ricardo Allen. That's what he was. He was Ricardo Allen, a more athletic Ricardo Allen. That's what he was.
Right. Yeah, and then like I said, Croy Bierman, they just didn't know what to do with him because he just that's just one of those cases where you specialize in nothing, but you okay at everything. And sometimes you okay at everything, but you specialize in nothing. Sometimes that is a bad quality to have. You gotta have some type of specialty that makes you stand out. They had this motherfucker playing defense. He was the zone blitz defensive end that would drop back to him.
Right. I don't know what he was good at, bro.
Right. But like I said, comparing the free agency, like I said, if you're looking at the free agency aspect of it, with Michael Turner, you might automatically say that Dimitrov may have had the better like free agency as far as Michael Turner. He might have had a better draft because you drafted a quarterback. You got Matt Ryan. You drafted a couple cornerstones.
Roddy. No, he didn't draft Roddy. No, he didn't draft
Roddy. Roddy was 05. So
yeah.
But Isaac Crimes here said TD started out good, but poor draft picks and bad contracts buried him. Terry learned from Loomis, but he won't put us in cap hell 18 years in the game. That's the other aspect we're looking at. We're looking at contracts.
Well, the Saints have always been good with their draft pick, but they just couldn't hop off the ding-a-ling. I mean, let's be honest. They rolled that man till they couldn't ride till that motherfucker was limp. I mean, literally limp. Like they would not let that man go. They would not let Drew Brees go. They rolled that man until you couldn't ride him, and here these motherfuckers go with these fucking firecrackers. My bad. Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of damn firecrackers. I apologize, people. It's all day for the last week. It's been firecrackers. But excuse me, but the Saints, they were actually one of the better teams. Are one of the better teams when it comes down to their salary cap. They don't make stupid signings. Before, when Drew Brees started going, when his decline started going, that's when they started making those dumb, like with their Jarius Bird. That's when they signed Jarius Bird, that's when Drew Brees was on his decline. And they tried to mask that by signing a lot of a lot of free agents, and it didn't work out. And like they've always been pretty good with it, but I know for a fact that when you look at the Saints team, you look at Demario Davis, you look at like the Hendricks who came from Cincinnati, I believe Hendricks. I forget where he from. He's Cincinnati. A lot of those guys like Jenkins, Jenkins was drafted by them, but I think he left and came back. He left and came back. They've had some pretty good draft picks, some signings, but they got carried away when they started again doing what we doing, giving guys extensions that didn't need to have extensions, like a Drew Brees. Like Drew Brees, like I would have got rid of him 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But they didn't want to do that. And so now that's the reason why they in Cap Hill. So I think he learned from that, and he's not going to make that mistake again, especially when we just did with a guy like Julio Jones. We just got dealt with him. So I'm sure he's not trying to make that mistake again.
Right. And then, like you said, they're trying to build this legacy from the ground up instead of being under Mickey Loomis for so long. He trying to build his own name up, so he kind of knows where to go and how to do this and how to sign these guys and certain, because like I said, you look at a lot of free agents we got, they're basically 1 year deals. These just stockholder guys for the young guys to come in. But if they do well, then you could throw another 1 year deal. You might throw a 2 year deal in there. Just enough, like I said, just to keep them around just long enough. Because a 2 year deal is really a 1 year deal. But we just gonna say it. But Devon here, he said, and think about it too, even though he has a team who can win now, Terry is always evaluating talent out of college, bringing in players that will compete and help the team win. That is an aspect of the GM and the people that he has around him that's very important. You got to be able to scout the right players. That's what we say. Your GM and your head coach has to be in one accord. They got to be in one accord. If you have an offensive-minded head coach, he's going to want to draft offense. But you want to draft the right offensive players in the right system, and that's what Thomas Dimitrov and Mike Smith and Dan Quinn fell off at. They weren't on the same page. That 2012 draft class by Thomas Dimitrov says everything. Hell, that 2009 draft class was trash too. The draft class the following year. Because that was just William Moore and whoever the hell else.
And that's it.
Do I need to bring up the 2009 draft class?
Go ahead and read it for him.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and bring it up. So just because I'm saying this. But this is what Triple G is talking about as far as he want to see how it is in 5 years. But like I said, I don't believe that Terry Fontenot will go down that route, because you've seen how bad this thing went. Because remember, 2009 was the year they brought in Tony Gonzalez in free agency. So, okay. 2009 draft class. First round pick, Parade Jerry. Second round pick, Willie Moe.
That one.
Next pick, Lawrence Sidbury.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh! God!
I'm coming to join you.
I'm coming to join
Wait till I read the rest of these names. Wait till I read the rest of these names. William Middleton.
Ooh, wow. Oh, God.
You like, who the hell is that? Garrett, look, Garrett Reynolds. Spencer Atkins.
Who the hell is
Now you looking
Spencer
like exactly. Like I said, that's what you looking at. You looking like wait, what?
The only reason I know Garrett Reynolds is because I think he went. Claybo went down and he came in and started from. I remember that.
Yeah. Then you go to the next year. Next year he did a little better, but it wasn't much better. He did a little better next year. He at least got 2 or 3 starters out the damn deal. But yeah, Sean Witherspoon, Corey Peters, Mike Johnson. Yeah, that's why I said he's cool. Mike Peters, Joe Holly, Dominique Franks, and Kerry Meyer. Yeah, Kerry Meyer, who's basically Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback / wide receiver. Yeah, that Kerry Meyer. So it was inconsistent. It was inconsistent with Thomas Dimitrov, and that's why a lot of people are kind of holding off as far as kind of grading Terry Fontenot because they want to see year 2, year 3, year 4. But hey, I'm just gonna stay optimistic, man, because they at least have an identity, and they want this identity to be toughness in the trenches. That's what we want to see. Let's get these comments in. These motherfuckers going in now. Devon said, "Who the hell is Lawrence Sidbury?" We don't know. We don't know, bro. The nation said
I honestly had no idea who he was when we drafted him. I'm not even gonna lie.
Only thing I was fat back then too. So when I heard Sidbury, I was just thinking of Salisbury State. That's all.
Yeah, boy. I don't remember none of that.
That motherfucker suck.
But I don't know who the hell that was. I was like, who?
Exactly. But that's why we're saying like Dimitrov missed on a whole lot of picks. He didn't hit a few, but he missed by 80% of his picks.
Oh yeah.
Ghost Peppers, he got a good comment here. He said Dimitrov rewarded mediocrity, Alla, extending Ricardo, the great space coaster Allen, and signing Fusco, Carpenter, Brown, and free agency, never ever fully addressing the defense. Brandon Fusco.
His home run was Matt Ryan. He knew that his home run was Matt Ryan. All he would have to do was get Matt Ryan someone that's gonna make him look better, or continuously make him look good, and everybody forget about all the other stuff. That was his whole philosophy. Get him another tool for the offense, and everybody forget everything else. Like the dude did really nothing for the defense.
Hold on, we got a Cincy fan in here, Cincy Eddie. You know, this one of the recent new guys here. We appreciate it.
Hey, what's up?
He said, after watching 2 streams, I've come to the conclusion that I have no hopes for Ricardo Allen.
Woo! Hey man. Hey, I'll say this. We'll give you our true thoughts about Ricardo Allen. All right. if you're looking for a guy that's going to get you turnovers, he's not that guy. He just trust me on that. He's not that guy whatsoever. He'll get you a pick, maybe it bounced off somebody Hillman and he'll catch it. But outside that, you're not getting no turnovers. You're not gonna get no big hits. You're not gonna get no big hits. He'll cut somebody off guard and hit somebody, and then he'll do that stupid shiver shake or whatever it is. I don't know what he do, but he'll do stuff like that. But Ricardo Allen, for the most part, he's a leader. Like, that's probably why y'all brought him into Cincinnati, to be a leader. Like, he's not there. He's not going to make no outstanding plays. He's not going to be in the he's going to be in the right position, but a lot of times he's going to be a step slow. So, like, I honestly believe that Cincinnati brought him in for his leadership more so than his play on the field. So don't expect much on the field. He's going to be a guy that, like, not ask him to do too much. Just think of him. If I can make up a perfect player, to kind of remind him of, hey, what's a perfect player to kind of Ricardo Allen? All right, I got one. In the NBA, you always have that one guy that you bring in off the bench that can get you a rebound, that can get you a rebound when you need a rebound, or get you a free throw when you need a free throw. That's Ricardo Allen. That's all he is. That's all he is. Don't ask him to run fast. Don't ask him to pick the ball off. Don't ask him to tackle. He's not going to do none of that. What he's going to do is he's going to do that one thing that you ask him to do, and that's it. That's all Ricardo Allen is.
Oh, I'll tell him. I give him a perfect example. I know you're a Cincy fan. Do you remember? I know you remember Corey Hall. He's the same exact goddamn safety.
Mm-hmm. Corey Hall, yeah.
Corey Hall's a little faster, but it's pretty much the same safety. Yeah, he was solid before he got hurt, but the problem was he was already athletically limited. So the injury made it worse. That's why they moved him from corner to safety, because he didn't have the foot speed to keep up with folks. And that's kind of how it was in college. He didn't really have foot speed like that, but the thing about it was he had instincts enough to where he can make plays on the ball. And that's what Ricardo Allen gives you, but he runs on AOL dial-up.
He's always a step slow. He's always a step slow.
But I will give the Cincinnati GMs and them credit. Like I said, y'all have improved a lot on defense. I've seen your defensive roster. Y'all, like I said, as long as y'all can stay getting pressure.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ricardo will be fine. But if y'all not getting no pressure, Ricardo is done.
He's a nightmare. Yeah, he's a nightmare. You got to get pressure with him. Like I said, he's going to be a step slow.
Antonio Holloway said he's Kyle. He said he's Kyle Kuzma.
Woo! Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I feel Kyle Kuzma. Woo, boy.
Devon said Ricardo Allen be around chasing butterflies and dragonflies. So basically you're saying his new nickname is Spyro.
My
biggest damn Spyro. Might well call Spyro the damn dragon. All right. Hold on. We got a question here. We got Neil Boy 12 said, what do you think about fast and physical man in Dallas? Don't expect nothing. I'm gonna be real. I don't expect too much. I'm sorry. But it depends on the defense. Like I said, if you have a defensive line that can get pressure by itself, then he'll be fine. But the problem is, if the defensive line ain't getting no pressure, your secondary, that Dallas secondary is done. That's why they moved Keanu Neal to linebacker. They didn't want that boy in coverage. He learned his lesson in Atlanta. He's like, boy, Ricardo, no, your ass ain't getting. Cause boy, if you saw that Kansas City game, boy, he almost got mossed by Patrick Mahomes. You better be glad he picked it off, boy, because Mahomes was gonna
because he
moss
was
his
struggling,
ass.
but he was struggling trying to get over there, boy.
But yeah, Devon said Ricardo Allen runs on electricity. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't say get your hopes too high, but I wouldn't say shit on it. Like I said, it's all just gonna depend on your front seven. If your front seven gets to him, you can protect Ricardo Allen. But if your front seven ain't getting no pressure, Ricardo Allen done.
And that's
then
pretty much
luckily,
the same for Dan Quinn too. That's the same for Dan Quinn.
right. But then also you have to think about, luckily y'all in the AFC North, so receiver play is not really big up there.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually helps. Like really, Cincinnati and Pittsburgh really the only two teams that really are a spread gunning style team. So you ain't got what see, but Carl Allen see down here in the NFC South, everybody is spreading and gunning.
Mm-hmm.
So he got exposed real quick. Let's see. Dwayne Bottle came here. He said Terry Fontenot and Coach Smith knew they had to bring in new coaches and new players to change the narrative to a winning and sustainable culture. I truly expect the Falcons to make some noise in 2021. And that's what we asking for. We just asking for a change in culture.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that?
I wouldn't necessarily say a winning. Of course, you always want to win, but I think we if you want the Mad Mike, y'all want the Mad Mike spin to things, or you just want the political, the nice version.
No, these people come for the Mad Mike realism. So you see when I do this, I say spin that motherfucker the way you do.
Hey, well, I'm gonna give you the Mad Mike version of it. All right. We were some straight up bitches. Like we got bitched every time anybody came. Like especially AFC teams. AFC whooped our ass every chance they got. We couldn't stop anybody. Okay, all they would do was come in, run the ball, and run the same plays over and over and over and over and over again. We were a soft bunch of bitches. It really just come down to that. This team was soft. We was getting our ass whooped by everybody. Anybody, like, look, what you call that Falcons defense?
Suki Hana, Amber Rose, slut walk defense.
That's pretty much exactly what it is. We were some like everybody got a turn. Everybody got a turn with this defense, and that's the culture. Of course, you want to win, but if you're gonna win, you got to stop being everybody's Amber Rose, Suki Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be, you cannot continue getting ran through by everybody. That's what they're changing. And by default, when you're a tougher team, you're gonna scare off some teams. They're not gonna want to play, that physical style of defense or offense, depending on what you are. But like you got to get back to '98. We got to get back to 2012. Like that's what everybody keep talking about. We scored so many points that Matt Ryan had. We had the same numbers, but people forget he had damn near the same numbers in 2012. I think I did the breakdown on it, but it was like the difference between his MVP season in 2012 was like 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, like 300 or 400 yards. It wasn't much of a difference in 2012, but we ran the ball effectively. We had a defense that could get after the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And we had that guy, Abraham and Babineau, who could get after the quarterback, bro. Like that's what we had then. We don't have that now, and that's why Thomas Dimitrov failed us. He didn't give us a Babineau. He didn't give us a Abraham. He just wanted to give us damn tack.
Hey, don't forget Malachi Goodman.
Oh God.
Stanley Mapanga.
Woo, boy.
Woo, boy, that shit was terrible. Can't even give it to Michael Jackson. You can't even get that. But that's depression.
Hey man, Michael Jackson was harder than this damn defense, boy.
You know who it is. You know who it is. Where's that? Blanket, go play cover 3. No. Bliss his ass. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Hold on. I just found the comment of the night. You cannot play bully. You can't play no bully ball without the bully.
Oh my God, bro, you can't. Who the hell gonna be scared of damn little ass Turbo Taylor? Who gonna be scared of Calvin Ridley? I mean, like, who gonna be scared of them little dudes? Who gonna be scared of a little cornerback? Like, we out here playing with little ass, like, these dudes ain't no damn bullies. You need a bully. You need a motherfucker that look like Rashid Hayman. He look like he gonna eat your goddamn kids, your mama, your daddy, and beat the shit out of them. Like, that's what the man crazy. Y'all can't tell me Rashid Hayman didn't look crazy. That motherfucker look like he got a mental problem. We need people that's crazy, bro. Tyler Starr. We wanted the damn WWE stars on.
Y'all say Tyler Starr. Do y'all remember Jordan Beck?
Yes, I do. My goodness. Yes, I do. Oh my God.
Yeah, Chad said.
I want to say something about this, but y'all probably, after that Shakari video, y'all probably think I'm a little bit racist. So I'll just let that comment go, man. I'll let it go. But
nobody said nothing. He said, "Better not bring your kids."
I'm gonna eat your kids. You gonna eat your kids?
To Allah.
Break me to Allah. But you need that though. You need that.
I say every team has to have that crazy guy. I think everybody's talking about Chad. I guess he a 49er fan. He's talking about the Buccaneers are going to dominate us forever. Don't know. You know this is a parody league, so anything can happen. But we ain't gonna pay that too much no attention because everybody talking about Duke Riley was trash. Barrett Woods. that might be a little bit before my time. Who the hell is Barrett Woods? I don't think I think it froze Mike ass up. I think he don't know who Barrett Woods is. But let's see. Oh, wait a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, here we go. But I want to go ahead and we're going to talk about one little thing before we get to the Q&A portion. Well, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna talk one more thing. And while Mike gets back on, go ahead and we're gonna talk about this. I know we got a question about this earlier, so we got our Falcon topics out the way. Said thoughts on the Atlanta Hawks season. Do y'all feel like it was a success? Were you disappointed they didn't make it to the finals? Or did you not expect them to get this far? What was it going? Yeah, Barrett Woods does sound like a nickname I would have. But remember, I tell y'all, I wasn't always fat. This is what married life do to your ass. So if y'all single, y'all stay single. But But I want to give a shout out to these Hawks, man. Like I said, I know everybody heard the news that Nate McMillan will be officially the head coach for the Atlanta Hawks. So I want to go ahead and give him a little shout out on that. He done turned this team around from where it was. It actually could have got a lot worse. So I feel like sky's the limit. But the issue is now that we got a lot of good young players. Like, where do they go from here? Or are we gonna keep a John Collins? Or are they going to sign and trade him? Like this is one of those problems where you have a team that has too many assets that are young that can help the team. Whoa. Oh, there you go. But I'll tell you what I say about the Hawk season. Before I get to that, I'm going to tell you the Hawk season. I'm going to tell you right now. They far exceeded my expectations for the season, especially from that 14-20 start with Lloyd Pierce. I've always was a fan of Nate McMillan. I know he kind of had the reputation of kind of getting bounced in the first round every year as a coach. Damn near every year as a coach. But I was always a fan of his. He had that old school mentality, but he kind of changed it up a little bit this year. He started to get more player friendly a little bit, but it wasn't so player friendly to where the players didn't take him for granted. But it was, like I said, it's just the fact that with them making the playoffs and everybody treating the Hawks as like this villainous team because nobody likes Trae Young, I'm gonna ask y'all a question now. And I noticed something too. I know everybody's been on Cam Reddish's nuts lately. So I'm going to ask y'all a question. Did the Hawks do good in that Luka trade? Hold on. Hey, I'm about to say, do y'all, like I said, do y'all think the Hawks did good in that Luka trade? Because that Luka trade is what got Cam Reddish here. Yes. Yes. Injuries kind of caught up with the Hawks just a little bit. But we're not gonna use that as an excuse. I mean, you make it this far, that means you got enough assets to make it this far. But in the reality, like I said, we ain't gonna use no injuries as no excuse. We just got beat by a better team. That's about as real as I can say it there. But like I said, definitely shouts out to Nate McMillan. I'm glad he got his contract. About damn time. Yeah, Cam, yeah. Like I said, his future is bright. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna kind of wind it down here tonight. I want to go ahead and give y'all evenings back before folks got to go to work in the morning, or if you go to work in the morning, whatever. Yeah, like I said, Matt might had to get off for a second, so that's why you kind of see the long picture here. But we appreciate y'all joining in, tuning in to us. Like I said, you make sure you follow Atlanta Falcon Nation, as well as you see that symbol up there at the top. You go make sure you go follow the Just Kstylz channel. I am 78 away from 400. That's the next goal there. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that watches those videos there. Definitely, y'all leave y'all questions in the comment section of these videos, whether you be on Mad Mice channel, Atlanta Falcon Nation channel, or my channel, or hell, even on the Twitter page. Just leave your questions. Like I said, ask Mad Mike, ask Kstylz, ask VF Baller, ask Twisted Torch. Whatever you got. And like I said, that would normally be our topic for these discussions here. I am a little choppy, but we gonna keep it up here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is it somebody here? Oh, ain't nobody. Oh, I thought somebody was about to pop in right quick. Oh.
Whoa.
What's up?
Man.
What you doing here, brother?
Hey, man. Hey, man. I don't know. I guess they mad at me now. They was mad at Kstylz, but I guess they mad at me now.
Wow.
Kstylz was having all the connection issues, and for whatever reason, I'm having connection issues.
So, and they just don't like neither one of us. Let's just keep it real.
God, boy, what in the world is going?
But I don't know. But we was about to go ahead and roll out. But since you came back, I want to get your thought. I didn't want to kind of get your thoughts on what you feel about the Hawks and the prospects of the future, or what you expect from the team now that Nate McMillan has signed his deal. And like I said, if you ain't seen it on Mad Mike Sports, it's out there now, so you can check out what he said. I did a little short myself. Make sure you check out Miss Maggie T's page. She gonna have one on there too. Show some support there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just be real. I'm just one of those people when it comes to basketball. I trust me, my family is my brother. Due to an injury, he didn't quite make the league, but my brother played basketball. I have two brothers that played basketball. We're talking about they actually played basketball, and they were very good at it. All right. So I know a little bit something about it. All right. I know a little bit about breaking records and all that type of stuff. That's what my family is. That's the type of lineage that I come from. So know a little something about basketball. But when it comes down to John Collins, I'm not one of these people that believes just because the market says this, then this person should get this. I'm not giving a guy $120 million just because the market says, well, that guy got $120 million. Well, you ain't that guy. Your ass didn't show up in the playoff when we needed you most. You did not assert yourself on the low post. You didn't assert yourself as a jump shooter. You didn't assert yourself as a physical guy. And these are not just my words. This is the coach. When the coach comes out and says to you that, you need to do your thing, like that, we didn't come to play. We got pushed around and we were soft. Like the man, I believe it was Zach, I forget his name. If a channel 2, he asked him, I think his name Fields, Zach Fields or whatever his name is, and he came at where they playing soft, and he was just like, you call it whatever you want to call it. So when your coach says that your ass plays soft, then you are soft, okay? When your own coach is calling you soft, don't get mad at me because I said the motherfucker was soft and he played like it. His own coach called him soft. So don't come at me and Miss Maggie. Don't come at Kstylz. Don't come at me and nobody else because we said he's soft. John Collins played like a soft-ass baby, period, point blank. Does he have talent? Absolutely. Can he overcome this? Absolutely. But when we talk about getting this man $120 million, I'm not giving him $120 million without incentives. You got to put up this amount of numbers. You got to do this before we give you that third and fourth year. You know what I'm saying? It got to be an incentive-laced deal. I'm not giving away free money. We should know this by now with the Falcons. We gave Devontae Freeman $42 million because the market said it, and we didn't put incentives in it. So that man has to work for that $120 million. I'm not just giving out $120 million because you feel like the market is this. You're going to work for it. So as far as that is concerned, like I'm giving $120 million, but you're going to have to work for that 120.
But I will say this though, and this is what a lot of people keep saying here. I had to correct somebody. I said, hold on, excuse me. Trae Young is not Steph Curry.
Right.
He don't need to be Steph Curry. Mm-mm. I don't like that comparison because those are two totally different styles.
Mm-hmm.
They look similar, but they're really different.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot compare Trae Young to Steph Curry. They are their two own individual talents. Steph Curry is better off the ball. Trae Young better on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thing Trae Young has to work on this season is his efficiency as far as shooting, but that comes with the maturation process.
Mm-hmm. No.
John Collins got posted up by Drew Holiday.
Bruh.
Remember that.
Yeah. Bruh. He's talking about this man got posted up by a 6'4" guard. And y'all coming at me? Y'all coming at Miss Maggie? Y'all coming at Kstylz? Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Right.
Y'all can't, Come on, dog. Come on. Right. There ain't no excuses for that. That man's 6'9", 6'10", and you getting posted up by a 6'4" guard. Don't beat that shit. The Dikembe Mutombo. Not even Dikembe. Josh Smith. If Josh Smith had a 6'4" guard that stand up, he gonna smack that shit into the third row, bro.
Exactly. But yeah, like I said, Nate McMillan, well deserved. I feel like he should have got it earlier, but they probably just wanted to wait until after the season or after the series when they got eliminated.
You don't want to. Like I was telling Devontae today. Like what you don't want is to undercut him, because if he end up, let's just say he signed a deal, before the playoffs, and then the Hawks end up winning the NBA championship. Now he done already signed a deal, but he could have got more, with the NFL, the NBA championship. So now he done shortchanged himself, winning the NBA championship, and you done already signed him $40 million, and you get an NBA championship. You don't sign the $40 million where you could have got $80 million. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to shortchange yourself by signing a deal already, like doing when you still playing, because they could have went to the NBA finals. And you had already signed contract, you don't want to shortchange yourself. So I thought it was a good move, to wait.
And I'm gonna say, Chad Garrison, yes, they are two different styles.
Mm-hmm.
For one thing, Trae does not facilitate the offense.
Mm-hmm.
He can,
mm-hmm.
but his strength is off the ball. Motherfucker run through 4-5 damn picks every time he about to shoot the damn ball.
Right. Yeah, that's Steph, my favorite player in the league, man.
Yeah. Steph is a shooting guard. Well, Trae got the mindset of a shooting guard, but like I said, his efficiency is kind of where he kind of holds him back, but he do more of the facilitating.
He's a shoot guard with a point guard skill set. That's what he is. Trae's a shooting guard with a point guard skill set, and that's what separates him from Steph.
Because if you say Trae try to be Steph, in reality, you could say Dame trying to be Steph, because Dame didn't really start shooting deep threes until like 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now Steph can play on ball, but if you look at the system they run in Golden State, he plays mostly off the ball. They got Draymond running the point up there about half the time, because they got to run Steph through them screens. And that's why a lot of people don't like guard Steph, because they got to go through about 3 or 4 damn screens.
Right, you're gonna be running all night after that
little Exactly. But the thing about Steph is a more efficient shooter. Like he shoot the deep three. Him and Trae, like the only comparison that Trae and Steph has is Jalen Rose. I watched Jalen Rose and his show, and he put the thing. He says there's only really 4 There's only 3 4-level scores, which is inside, mid-range, 3-point, and deep threes.
Mm-hmm.
You got Steph, you got Dame, and you got Trey. The only thing with Trey is Trey doesn't shoot a high percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Dame shoots a high percentage from that deep three. Steph is really the better shooter out of all 3 of them. So I will not take that away from Steph. Steph is a cold assassin. That's a cold assassin. I ain't even gonna lie on that.
I've never seen anybody shoot like that dude. That dude is nasty. Ugh,
Yeah.
oh my God. When you think he can't hit another 3, here he gonna hit 5 more. When you think he can't hit 5, he gonna hit 10 more. Like this dude is, boy, that dude nasty, man.
Right.
That boy hit up 50. That man had 50 points at the end of the like. He got 50.
Bruh, I seen a literally an entire game was. If I counted how many screens Steph ran through, he ran through about 75 screens that game.
Yeah, he really does, and he really does.
He runs through a lot.
Bro, that's the crazy part. He practice running through screens, bro. He really does practice running through screens. Who the hell practice running through screens, bro?
Yeah. So I think the reason why people put the comparison is because they look at them attempting the deep threes.
Yeah, them deep threes.
And they're kind of looking at the cockiness behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember, Steph wasn't always cocky. He didn't really get cocky until they won that first ring.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say he got a little. Like he started.
He got a cockiness. He got
a little bit.
Like I said, Steph got a cockiness to him, but the thing about it is he doesn't come off as a villain. It's like the baby. Right. That's why they call him the baby face assassin. But
you be mad as hell. This man I hit 3. He said that with a smile on his face.
Right. But like I said, you also got to remember the height difference is a motherfucker because Steph's 6'3", Trey is 5'11". Mm-hmm. I don't care if nobody says he is 5'11".
He's 5'11".
He's 6 feet with shoes on.
I know it's 6 feet. He don't look 6 feet.
Exactly. He about the same height. He might be the same height as me, about 5'11".
Right.
But like I said, but even if you put the comparison, and like I said, and all jokes aside, I know we're supposed to end this, but since the numbers kind of jump back up on his hot tire, I said we might as well keep going. But the one thing is I will say is it would be like if they compare Trey and Steph game by game, it's more of a compliment to Trey's mentality as far as fuck it, I'm gonna shoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely because, like I said, Steph is my favorite player. I will watch Steph. It don't matter if you playing with damn, if that man was playing against the damn a high school team. If you playing on a high school team, I would go watch that high school team. I just love his game, and like I said, man, like I don't understand how anybody can hate that dude. Like that dude game is just so nasty. It's just like watching Jordan. Like you can try to hate Jordan all you want to, but when you look at that man, it's like, damn, boy, this dude is just that damn good. And it's almost like Kobe. Kobe was the same way too. You like you could try to hate Kobe all you want to, but when you saw that 81 points, it's like this motherfucker just 81 points. Like, this dude really got 81 points in there. So it's like that. It's like those types of that's type of players that I like. You cannot, as much as you try to hate Steph, you gotta love that guy's game, man. And like for me, Trey is getting there. You can try to hate Trey all you want to, but like the more that he continues to play, it's just like wow,
right,
wow. That wow factor is Steph like. I'll say that's probably what it is. That wow factor when you look at Trey and you look at Steph, both of those guys, whether it's with the pass, because like he'll do, these, the between the legs nutmeg and then turn around and throw that floater from the 3-point line. Like Trey be nasty with it, but he was like, bro, and he'll turn around, he'll have that same smirk on his face, like Steph. He had that same smirk on it. So I think that's what it is, that bravado that they have. That's probably what it is.
Oh, I got a question for Chad Garrison too. I know you probably done heard the rumors, but apparently Golden State's supposed to be in the running for Ben Simmons. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you know what? I
think it might work though. I think it might work
because they ain't gonna look. They already had Draymond can't shoot. Draymond can't shoot with shit, so it ain't gonna hurt. He can't shoot with shit no way, so it ain't gonna hurt.
You say it ain't gonna hurt?
It won't hurt. Yeah, I think he can hit 50. He can hit 60% for the free throw line. I think.
Like I said, I don't. I'm like Ben. It's like Ben Simmons. I don't know what it was about the play. I don't know what it was about this year's playoffs, boy. But he was scared to get fouled, man. I understand. I understand you a bad free throw shooter, but bro, if your team needs the points, you got to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And we took advantage of that shit. And that's why we came back and won that series, because he didn't want no. This motherfucker literally shot 5 shots in 4 fourth quarters combined.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I don't know about that one. Jeez.
He said he want Dame to come home. That's damn. Y'all really trying to goddamn outshoot everybody.
Hey man. Yeah, y'all really is trying to outshoot everybody. Oh my god.
Triple G said they try to pull an all light skinned team. Oh man, bro. But yeah, like I said, when we do these talks too, we're not gonna just try to do Atlanta Falcon football, but we want to try to give y'all a different perspective on different sports topics. Like I said, we talked Cincinnati. We talked Hawks, Steph Curry. If you saw the Saturday show, we talked about politics and stuff like that as well. It's with the Olympic Committee. We talked about college players getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we want to bring for y'all too, because we want to show y'all a whole nother side of us that's outside of Atlanta Falcon football. We know most of y'all come here for the Falcon content. Mm-hmm. But we want to sprinkle a little something in there for y'all as well.
Absolutely.
So y'all, but yeah, So I know that I think people still wondering where that wrestling thing coming, where that wrestling content
coming. Man.
We gotta give it to them, bro. You gotta let me know when we doing this. We really gotta give it to them. I know they did a voters poll on your channel, and they said most of the people don't give a damn about it.
Oh no, that's Falcons fans. Falcons fans.
Falcons fans.
Yeah, a lot of Falcons fans don't really. I mean, let's be honest. It's a lot of people don't really care for wrestling, but like you got to be a nerd and like
we dweebs.
Yeah, I'm some damn. I'll be the first to tell you I'm a damn nerd. I've been watching wrestling and I like Star Wars. Like I like a lot of nerdy shit.
Right.
So that's just me, man.
Right.
That's just us. I'll just say that. That's just us. We like a lot of dirty shit. A lot of people.
Daniel Joshua. Yeah, we talked about Nate McMillan. Like I said, we say he deserved the contract. He did his thing out here. Like I said, this team loves him. I mean, the players want to play for him. And the thing about it, by bringing him back, you might want guys that want to come to Atlanta to play because he has that respect. But Tony,
trust me, we're gonna do a lot of WWE, we're gonna do a lot of AEW, all of that. We appreciate it, though.
Tony Wright said Smitty's Sports Machine made a video asking fans should Atlanta Hawks bring back Dwight Howard.
Man, Smitty need to be quiet, man. Don't.
See, my thing is, it depends. It depends what you can get out there as a backup center. Because no, I'm about to know what I'm gonna say. If we're gonna get a center, we really need a center that can shoot from the free throw line.
I'll say this. I think you're right as far as like a backup center. One thing I want to say,
everybody say hell no.
No, I mean, a lot of people just don't like him just as a person. Like, I don't really care about none of that. If he can provide, get us rebounds and play some solid defense in the playoffs, what we need as far as going against a guy like Embiid, big guys like Embiid and whatnot, like bring him in. But he gonna have to get along with the team. Like, we can't have you acting all crazy and whatnot, doing your typical, Dwight Howard shit. Like, we can't have that. Like, if he gonna be on board and he gonna play some defense, and that's what we need him for, then all for it. Because we need it because John Collins ain't gonna play no defense on no damn body. Okay, he ain't gonna get no rebound. He ain't gonna put no body on nobody. At least I can get that for Dwight Howard. Like, you gonna get rebounds. You gonna get an elbow or two from Dwight Howard. And like I said, despite what people feel about him personally, he gonna give you that. So like I won't say no to that in that aspect. But we still need a guy like another Gallinari, a big man who can get some scoring, because John Collins act like he don't want to damn shoot the ball at all.
Right.
Without Trae Young on the healthy, John Collins don't want to shoot the damn ball. I don't know why that is, but he don't act like he don't want to shoot.
Yeah. Only reason why I would say no to Dwight Howard is I don't need a backup big man that's susceptible to getting foul trouble every game.
Mm-hmm.
But for the nostalgia act, like I said, that would be nice. But like I said, I need a backup, and we kind of have one, but they don't play him that often in Nathan Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a backup big that can give you some points.
Mm-hmm. Give you some points. That's it.
That if he gets fouled, he could shoot at least 72% from the line.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like I said, Clint Capella gives you what he can give you. A Conwoo gives you what he can give you. But the thing is, you need another stretch four. Gallinari is a good enough stretch four, but you need another one.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know how long Gallo gonna play because he's been in the league for quite a while. So we don't know how long we can keep him around.
But like I said, yeah, I'm gonna read a couple more comments and then we're gonna go ahead and get up on out of here because we're supposed to got up out of here about 20 minutes ago. But y'all done brought the conversation and we said we had to go ahead and continue just for y'all, man. Ghost Pepper says, well deserved this Hawks team playing for Nate McMillan, and he's got the perfect temperament without trying to be a friend to the player. See, the problem with Lloyd Pierce was throwing all the players under the bus. See, he wasn't getting along with the star players. He literally put Trae and John Collins against each other. And the whole team saw that, and that's why they was like, man, fuck this guy. Just be honest.
And he didn't really have No, he didn't have the respect. Like he lost respect when he tried to put John Collins and Trae against each other. And like that's I don't understand why you do things like that, because like for me, I really believe that he had a disdain for Trey Young. Like he did not like Trey at all. He won't know like because me personally, when you look at things like during the season, I would see Trey get picked on by the refs, and you see it's like, okay, why this man ain't saying nothing? Like Trey, he ain't defending his guy at all. Like, bro, like,
hold on, here you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just standing there. He just like, look, bro, he doing exactly that. I've seen him do it on the sideline, doing just like this, and we not making none of this up. Chad, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate that, man. Head over to Atlanta Falcons Nation, man. Show support there. Again, if everybody haven't heard, my film breakdowns will be exclusive to AFN, so you will no longer be able to get the film breakdowns here. It will be AFN, and Kstylz have his solo show there as well, and Jew with his solo show there also. So head on to Atlanta Falcons Nation so we get some exclusive content over there, man. But the hell with that man. Like, who the hell tried to play players against him? Like, man, like, bro, you ain't no damn Phil Jackson. Like, bro, you ain't won not one championship. How the hell you gonna try to pull somebody against each other?
Right. But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and close it on out, man. Let's go ahead and close it on out. Cincy Edit said he's not hyped for their coach Zach Taylor.
Oh man, I don't know what Cincinnati be doing sometime, bro. I pray for y'all. I don't know what they be doing. Zach Taylor, bro. Like, are you kidding me?
Y'all problem is y'all didn't address that offensive line enough. That's really what that issue come down to be honest. Like Jamar Chase was a good pickup as far as a wide receiver, but y'all needed a damn lineman.
What good is a wide receiver if you can't protect the quarterback?
Exactly. But let's go ahead and call it a night, Mike. Let's say you got anything else you want to say?
Hey man, like we always say here, man, everybody can get it. Anybody can get it at any given time. I get it. Kstylz get it. Miss Maggie get it. Everybody get it. Everybody can get it. This is just a fun-loving atmosphere where everybody come here, joke and kid without being completely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it's all fun. You don't have to be a Falcons fan to subscribe. And like I said, like even Cincy, man, he's a Cincinnati fan. We answer his questions. So you do not have to be a Falcons fan to enjoy what we do over here. We welcome everybody. So if you have questions for your NFL team, we will gladly answer it. All you have to do is just hashtag, @SmanMike, @Kstylz, whomever, and we will get to those videos and make those videos exclusively for you. So again, man, y'all got questions, we will answer them. So with that being said, man, head over to Atlanta Falcons Nation, exclusive content over there. Exclusive content. I think I should have a Russell Gage video coming again. I'm doing a little bit. I know it probably ain't exciting to a lot of people, but I think Russell Gage is going to be a big time player for us this year. So I'm kind of doing some things, looking at his game a little bit more, see what he can do. So y'all check that out. I will have that uploaded maybe tomorrow or Wednesday for sure.
Man, I just do internet bad videos, Falcon content, whatever the hell I feel like. but that's why I said that's why I asked y'all. That's why I asked y'all for y'all questions too, because those goes into the videos as well. You can ask a lot of people that if you're new to this channel, you can ask a lot of people that's in here. Like I said, most of my videos come from questions. And it's questions that I answer 100% honestly, my opinion. I said, I don't like I said, and I want you to disagree if you disagree, because that's what the conversation is about. It's about learning. It's about getting different aspects. Everybody's aspect doesn't have to be the same, but everybody can be right.
Everybody got a point, man. Like I said, everybody got a point.
Right.
Everybody has a point.
And somebody said something about Marvin Bagley.
Nah,
man, I wouldn't have Marvin Bagley play for the College Park Skyhawks.
No. No. I'm good on that one, man.
But please.
No.
I'd rather take Boban Marjanovic from the Clippers before I take that.
Right. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good on that one. Y'all can have that.
Boy, the Kings are hurt. They were hurting that draft, boy. Cause hold on. Before we leave, let hold on. When did Marvin Bagley III get drafted? Was it 2017?
It might have been the same thing. Was it the same year, Trey? I'm not sure. I forget. It might. I think it was a year before Trey. I'm not exactly sure.
Let's see. Because the Kings done fucked up a whole lot of drafts after DeMarcus Cousins. Well, De'Aaron Fox was pretty good too, but don't nobody talk about it. That's the problem. But I'm gonna do that research another time on my own. But like I said, what we tell them, Mike, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Hold on. He said Marvin Bagley would have balled if he played for the Hawks. Marvin Bagley is basically Sheldon Williams.
Woo, boy. Good God. Good God.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not that bad, but I don't know if it would have worked, to be honest with you. Because because in Cincinnati, he has an opportunity to take over, and he hasn't done that yet. But like I said, that's just one of those cases where it just, like I said, if he gets away from Sacramento, he could do things. But we ain't gonna hold y'all up much longer. What we gotta tell him, Mike? You ain't gotta go home.
What you gotta get the hell out of here?
Deuces. Until next time.
Yes, sir.